Hi, we're Dan and Mary Buckley here with our dog, Fritz McGee. We just retired, bought a camper, and now we're on a great adventure to see our wonderful country.
Time to continue pushing our way westward. Stop to check out a few wild horses along the way. Taking a little munchkin here for a little walk in the morning, get some exercise. We are at a place called Kluane Lake. It's a mountain lake. On our way up to Alcan still. Beautiful area. It's a number of little dispersed areas to camp out here. We found us a nice little spot to camp. You can see right here, we kind of got ourselves wedged up into the woods a little bit. But on the other side, you have Kluane National Park. Some pretty beautiful mountains. A lot of high glaciers in the Kluane National Park. You could take a plane up there. They do have plane rides. They've got some huge glaciers on the other side of these mountains. It's a pretty big park. But you could take a plane ride. I'm sure it's gorgeous. I'm sure the price is gorgeous as well. So I did see up here, as we was walking out, I did see a few tracks. Couldn't tell whether it was a wolf print or a bear print. Pretty big track. I suspect it might be a bear print. I'll have to take a look at it again and check it out.
Call me out, tiger. Call me out, why don't you love? Lift me up higher, above the clouds, won't you love? When the scenery is right, go right in. I wanna fall deep within. Don't leave me hanging just 'cause I'm too proud. Whisper away my outdated doubts. Somebody do me the courtesy, dress me down. I'm not that old yet, I'm far too young to not stand my ground. But my ways are mine and I don't wanna change, not even for love. Now take back all them hard words. I'm a grown woman with confidence and
So today is a day that I have regretted ever since we started this trip. This is the day of regrets, of fears, of anxiety, and all that put together. Today's the day where it begins. Today's the day where every RV owner who ever travels to Alcan, to Alaska, today is the day that they probably fear the most anxiety occurs, and it's a stretch of road that they really don't want to drive, and neither do I. So today begins that stretch of road, that Alcan stretch of road, where a lot of myths, a lot of mystery, a lot of stories have been created. It's kind of like a growing up. Just had that haunted house out there. As kids, there's a little bit of truth in things that are said, but as kids, of course, come up with these stories, and they get more and more elaborate and more elaborate. Next thing you know, the stories are gone wild. That's kind of the way it is from Destruction Bay to Tok, Alaska. From Destruction Bay to Tok, Alaska, the road is horrendous. There's been stories of RVs going in there and disappearing. There's been stories of people going in there and never coming out. Of course, the stories go on and on. You know, you could look on YouTube and people will come up with their own little horror story of driving this piece of road. But there is a baseline of truth to it, because it is the worst of the worst of the worst when it comes to Alcan. It's full of these, what they call frost heaves and potholes. And supposedly the potholes have been known to swallow people up. They're so big. Like I say, them are stories. But I do know this is going to be a rough travel. We're not going very far. We're only going, I scheduled this purposely. We're only going 108 miles today. Now, I expect it's going to take us about 4 hours to do that 108 miles. And I don't think I'm exaggerating at all based on what I've seen, but this road is very bad. We're getting ready to get on it here in a few minutes. We're going to travel up that way, and it's going to be slow running is what it's going to be. Not looking forward to this. I've been regretting this day ever since I started. I knew it was going to come sooner or later. I knew I was going to get here. Getting ready to leave Kluane Lake. Man, it's a gorgeous area. Getting ready to face the worst of the Alcan. It depends on how you travel. And we're going to be taking it easy. I hope to get some pictures on the way so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But I'm going to be concentrating quite a bit on the road, trying to make sure that I don't see this trailer going down the road like a basketball when it hits one of these frost heaves. So, with the Lord's blessing, we're going to take off, take it slow, enjoy the sights, enjoy the adventure, which is what this is all about. And we'll eventually get there. It's par for the course. We're getting ready to leave, and all the nasty weather and the wind calms down, and now today is an absolutely gorgeous day. I would stay another day, but we do have a little bit of a schedule that I have to meet. And so we're going to say goodbye to Kluane Lake. Gorgeous area. Recommend it highly if you're up here. If anything, just for the views. Okay, so we are ready to go. We are prayed up and ready to travel. Know this is going to be a rough one. Just take our time. And it's time to start the Trail of Tears. This here is the place that I had marked to disperse camp. I think we're going to kind of head on up the road a little bit. I've got a couple other places. We may actually go into Alaska today. It's not that far from here. There's a couple reasons. I mean, this is a nice site. If you take a look, nice little creek. Okay, little bubbling creek. Might even see some bear or something in here. It's pretty wooded here. But nice little place to stay. You could stay right here. But there's a couple issues that I'm a little bit concerned. One is they have this water pump here. Now, they're doing a lot of construction on the Alcan. It generates a lot of dust, and they have these water tanks come in, fill themselves up on the creeks or the ponds, whatever's handy, but they'll fill up. And my concern is they're pretty big trucks too. They'll come in here and they're going to have to turn around in here and fill up. I don't want to be in here while they're making all that noise, filling up, trying to turn around. Hopefully I'm parked in the right spot, not to interfere with them. So that's one thing. The other thing here, mosquitoes are horrendous. I open the door and I think 1,000 of them just come right on into the truck. So I think we're going to continue on. As beautiful as this place is, and as much as I want to stay here, we deal with the mosquitoes. I think we could deal with mosquitoes no problem. But I'm a little concerned about these big trucks coming in, wanting to fill up with, I don't want to be in their way, fill up with water. And so I think we'll just move on up the road here. Mary's in the truck. She's mosquito, what do you call it? When you're allergic to bees, she's allergic to mosquitoes. And they come, I think that's why they come in the truck. They knew she was in there. They don't like me, but man, they go for her big time. So I think we're going to head on out and look for our next spot. See what we see. The road from Destruction Bay into the Canadian border, or actually the Alaskan border, sorry, to the Alaskan border. Lots of frost heaves, lots of gravel. Take it slow. It's not bad. But when I got here and past the Canada customs, and we're getting ready to go into the American customs here in a little bit. But from here so far, this road has been horrid. Much worse than the Canadian side, I think, anyway. The frosties will definitely take you by surprise. You've got to be on your toes. So this is the Alaskan border entry to the mainland part of Alaska. We were in Skagway, which is down on the arm, but this is in the mainland. This is where we're going to be spending, going in, really spend a lot of time in Alaska now for at least a month. And this is the entryway to it. Here's the splitter-ridden seat in case you ever want to sit on it. You can say, I'm in Yukon. No, I'm in Alaska. I'm in Yukon. So this is the official boundary. They have a marker here for their official boundary. Okay, well, there it is. The whole sign. And you're not going to dance. Well, whipped up a couple skillets this morning. They're always good on a nice cool day.
Looks yummy, thank you.
Yep. And Mary and her
Jimmy's
profuse smile. Huh? Okay. What I think I realized on this, you see a lot of people, you know, traveling to Alaska, and people who have traveled to Alaska, and they're talking about this road from Destruction Bay on up, how bad it is, and they're trying to be so dramatic about it. And we did see some people, and they were flying down that road. I was watching them axles. They were popping up and down at least a foot at a time. But what I found, it's all about a mindset. If you're willing to take your time and realize, hey, there's a bad road ahead, this is going to be a long haul. It's not going to be, you're not going to get there, you know, like you hope you're going to get there. You're not going to travel the miles that you're hoping to travel. It's going to take a long time. If you have a mindset of that and slow down and look for this stuff and just take your time, we didn't have any problems at all. When we got in the camper, the only thing that was really, we had any problems at all was in our bathroom, which is in the back. That's all the way in the back. That's where you're going to have the worst problems. And we just had some stuff that Mary put in there. She puts a little basket in the sink and it flew up and it was on the floor. But other than that, we didn't have anything out of order or anything out of place. I used my brakes a lot, slowing down for these frost heaves and for the gravel roads and everything else. And I think in the end it paid off. Everything's still intact in one piece. And we got here to Tok, Alaska. That's where we're at right now. We're going to spend a couple nights here. Man, it sure warmed up when we got here. It's like 64, 5 degrees, and it feels like it's 100 compared to what we've been used to. But we've been used to 40-degree mornings, easy 40-degree mornings, not even getting up to 55, cold, windy, wet. Here it's dry, hot, and it feels good. So we are currently staying just south of Tok, Alaska. There's a old abandoned airfield here, and this is where we're staying. It's a great little spot. We had a couple other people here, but everybody's gone, and now we're the only ones here. Put the old portable solar panels out, trying to soak up some good sun today, charge up them batteries. We're getting good sun. This is nice because this sun stays out all night long, so I can charge these batteries up. Even when there's limited sun, it'll still suck in some energy, enough to keep the batteries up. As you can see on the back here, there's my new ladder. Remember back in Winnipeg, we got robbed? Well, I had to go get a new ladder, and that's the new one. I had to be careful when I leave this here. I want to go get a couple of locks into Tok and put on that ladder. And I think anytime we leave the trailer, be a little more discerning. Maybe take that off and put it inside the trailer. Not advertise that we got a. And that ladder costs, that's no cheap. It's about $300 for them collapsible ladders. So I don't want to advertise. Yeah, Mary in here. Finished doing her nails. She's doing okay. She's making do for right now.
Yep.
Where's Fritz? Where'd he go? Poor old Fritz. He's old. These travels really hit him hard. We have to give him medicine when we're traveling, keep him from getting sick. We also gave him some anxiety medicine sometimes. And yesterday, 7 hours on the road yesterday. Yeah, I did forget to say how long it took us to do that Alcan. So from Destruction Bay to the border, 4 hours. I took my time and it paid off in the end. And like I said, we didn't have any destruction in our camper. Just things jostled around a little bit, but we didn't have anything that we had to put back together. Hey buddy, we sure miss you. You were supposed to be on this trip with us. This is the town of Tok, Alaska. This here is a place called Fast Eddie's. Supposed to be a really good place to eat. Not so sure if we're going to get here today or not, but everybody talks about it. Not a whole lot in this town. It's a pretty small town. Got about 3 different gas stations. Price varies quite a bit. Tok Village there, and over here is the hardware store. I just got through getting a couple things, some locks, and some wires, fuse actually. Shell gas station. Up here a little bit, there is a grocery store. Pretty small, pretty expensive. But if you need something, they've got it. So most of the stuff is about midway into town here, if you could call it a town. But auto sales, got auto part sales. There's the grocery store, Three Bears. I'm going to stop up here at this Chevron, and I need to grab some more water up here. Got some yesterday. I'll grab a little more. They do have water. They have a free dump here as well that you can take advantage of. Well, it's time to saddle up and get out of here. We've been just south of Tok. In an abandoned airport for a few days. Kind of really resting up after a lot of travel and time on that highway. Getting ready to head south. Got a couple places in mind, some boondocking. Going to be down there for 4 or 5 days and take some hikes hopefully, and we'll see what happens. I think this is going to be the end of this one for episode 7. Really a couple things in particular. It was Kluane Lake.
It was beautiful there.
Yes.
Beautiful
the mountains, the lake. Wow.
I would have liked to stay a few days there. It was so nice.
It would have been, if we didn't have a schedule that we kind of had to meet, staying there a couple more days, that would have been an easy decision. But we had a schedule, and we really weren't sure all that was ahead of us, but we knew a tough drive was ahead of us. The Destruction Bay to Tok Drive, we knew that was going to be rough. Got some video of that. You got to see that a little bit, what that's like.
You know what? The video doesn't even show what it was really like.
I didn't get videos of the really bad stuff because you didn't see some of it.
You were holding on so you didn't bounce out of the truck.
But the dispersed camping that we were going to stay at, which was a pretty cool place, that was halfway point.
Yeah, except for the whatever that machine there.
Yeah, that water pump. They were out spraying the roads, trying to keep all the dust down. So we were going to stay there. We were going to stay there, but decided to move on. And when we decided to move on, we decided, okay, let's just do this whole thing and get it behind us. Get on into Tok. And 7+ hours later, we arrive at Tok.
Yay!
Yay! I don't want to do that again. That's a lot of attention.
It's a lot of stressful driving.
Well, a lot of concentration.
Yeah.
Watching the road habitually.
Yeah.
For all these frost heaves and the potholes and the frost heaves. a lot of times you didn't even see them. It looks like just a little bit of hump, but on the other side there's nothing there. Next thing you know, you drop 2 feet, and you really got to be careful.
Well, one trailer was in front of us, and it, instead of it heaving forward and back, it heaved to the side, and his trailer, I mean, it went almost halfway over. It was so bad.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he was going to lose his trailer, but
Well, I'm sure some people do.
We moved over real quick.
Yeah. So we're going to cut this one and get it out. We're going to cut it short and cut it off right here. And just remember, get out
and get going.
Yep.